So what drives a group of junior officers to risk everything? It wasn't just about power, it was about this place, the Niger Delta, the region that produced all of Nigeria's oil wealth, yet saw almost none of it. For years they had watched their land get polluted while the money flowed north. They were shut out of government, shut out of the military's top ranks. The plotters saw it as a slow-motion robbery of their people. After the coup was crushed, the government didn't listen. They swept the anger under the rug. But you can only ignore an injustice for so long. The failed coup of 1990 wasn't an end, it was a beginning, the first violent tremor of a much larger earthquake to come, a struggle for control that would haunt Nigeria for decades. In the aftermath, the regime came back with a vengeance. A brutal crackdown swept the nation, nearly 900 people were arrested. Then came the trials, secret military tribunals held behind closed doors.
You took up arms against your commander-in-chief. Do you deny this?
I was told we were fighting for a better Nigeria. For our people.
Your people. Your loyalty is to this army and to the president, not to some misguided fantasy from a few maidens. Very well. The sentence is then to fight firing squad.
In total, 69 people were marched out.
Cure him tightly.
Yes, sir.
And executed by firing squad. But here's the final bitter twist. The masterminds, the men who dreamt it all up, they got away. Mukoro, Nayam, the civilian financier Ogboru, they had an escape plan. While the soldiers they recruited faced the firing squad, the architects of the coup slipped out of the country. They had lost the battle, but in the dark and complicated history of Nigeria, they had just fired the first shot in a much, much longer war. The story of the April 1990 coup is a brutal lesson in what happens when revolution fails. But the echoes of that day didn't just fade away. In fact, some whisper that the seeds of another, even darker tragedy were planted in its aftermath. A mysterious plane crash 2 years later, but that's a story for another time. To see how the cycle of coups in Nigeria began, check out our video on the bloody revolution of 1966. Thanks for watching. And remember, history is never as simple as it looks.